Well, good evening, family. It's 2 minutes past 10 o'clock on the dot, and this is Heart to Heart on Comfort 95.1 FM. Yo, tonight I want to start with a simple idea that somehow always finds a way to complicate relationships. The things we expect from people, and the things we assume they owe us. Every relationship, whether it is romantic, family, friendship, or so on, runs on expectations. Some are spoken, some whispered, some never discussed at all. And when people don't meet these expectations, we call it disrespect. But if you look closely, half of what we call disrespect is really just disagreement. It's two people seeing the same situation from two different angles. What's interesting is this: nobody enters a relationship neutral. We come in with our history, with our fears, with our insecurities, our old wounds, and the rules we build to protect ourselves. Sometimes those rules make sense. Sometimes they're just emotional reactions dressed as principles. Tonight, I want us to really think. When we say, respect me, do we mean we want understanding or obedience? There's a difference. One builds connection, the other builds control. And the truth is, every adult has the right to set boundaries, but the other adult also has the right to decide if that boundary is reasonable and whether it's sustainable and fair. So, as we go through tonight's discussion, especially the story that we're looking at later, I wanted to ask yourself a simple question: what exactly is respect, and who gets to define it? Of course, we got Queen Alexis working in the background, producing, and together we're holding this space till 11:40. Let's settle in, let's breathe, and let's talk like human beings tonight. Welcome to the show. Well, that's how we start the night. Smooth, steady, easing you in. This is Heart to Heart with me, Big Daddy Chiori. Before we dive into the main conversation tonight, I want to take a moment for something personal. Today, 10th December 2025, has been my birthday, and honestly, I feel overwhelmed in a good way. The calls, the messages, the prayers, the love, you've simply been, you didn't just greet me, you carried me up emotionally today. You go through life trying to give your best. You work, you build, you serve, you talk, you pray, you try to live right, but you never really know who's paying attention. And then a day like this comes, and you realize people have been watching you with warmth in their hearts. Now, that has a way of humbling you. And I want to thank God for keeping me alive, keeping me strong, keeping me useful. Uh, I don't take any of these for granted. I thank Him for the wisdom, for favor, for the chances He keeps giving me. Chances I know deep down in my heart I don't deserve. But God keeps giving them to me anyway. And I'm praying that this new year of my life will come with more clarity, with more direction, more impact. And of course, I'm praying that Aquaibum will open up for me in the areas I've sown, served, spoken, prayed, and worked. Aquaibum, work for me. I'm praying for opportunities that match the work I've put in and for doors that honor the years I've poured into this land. Well, to everyone who has called me, texted, prayed, thank you. I really felt it. And now let me introduce a song that fits the mood of today. It is a song by Wizkid. I'll be playing that shortly. Yes, I'll play that shortly for you for your listening pleasure. And then we'll go on with the show. Stay tuned and please don't go anywhere. Let's get that song to you right now. All right, family. Let's get into the heart of tonight's matter. Respect. People throw this word around like it's a simple thing. Respect me. You disrespected me. I can't stay in a relationship where I'm not respected. But when you ask people, what does respect actually mean to you? That's where the confusion starts. For some people, respect means being spoken to in a calm tone. For others, it means agreement. For others, it means obedience. For others, it means sacrifice. And for some, let's be honest, it means control. Tonight, I want us to look at respect from a very practical angle. The topic of our discussion on Heart to Heart tonight is what exactly is respect in a relationship and who defines it? That's our topic for discussion tonight. What exactly is respect in a relationship and who defines it? Number one, respect is not ownership. A lot of people confuse their partner with their property. They say, "You're mine," and they don't mean it romantically, it's literal. So the moment the partner talks to someone they didn't approve, or goes somewhere they didn't approve, or communicates the wrong way, they call it disrespect. But you see, your partner is an adult, and adults have connections, adults have responsibilities, adults have pasts, and sometimes adults have children. When you say you want respect, are you asking for honor or submission? There's a difference. Number two, respect needs reason, not just rules. Yes, relationships need boundaries, but boundaries need a reason. So if you're setting a rule just because of insecurity, jealousy, fear, well, that's not a boundary. That is emotional policing. Now, in the story tonight, the man set a rule. Don't talk to the father of your children. If he wants updates on his children, he must go through me. Let's be honest, does that rule even make sense? A mother talking to the father of her children is normal. It's not romantic. It's parenting. And when a man tells a woman, cut off communication with the father of your children, what exactly does he think he is erasing? The man is still their father. His DNA still runs inside those kids. His existence is not going anywhere, even if he dies. And one day, those children will ask questions. So trying to erase the man from the communication line does not make you a strong man. Guess what it makes you? It makes you an insecure man. Now let's look at acceptance without humiliation. This is the part that annoys me the most in the story. The statement the man made, when I met you, you had three children. I accepted you. Then he says, some women don't respect, what men like me do for them. That tone tells you everything. It tells you, I didn't accept you as a partner. I accepted you as a burden I'm doing a favor for. Let's get something straight. You don't get extra points for loving someone, okay? You don't earn an award for accepting a single mother. People enter relationships because they choose to, not because they're doing charity. The moment you treat your partner like they should bow to you because you accepted them, you have already disrespected them on a deeper level. Now, I'm going to go to read that story, and you know, we make sense of it tonight. Okay. So stay tuned right now. I'm going up. Let me go up and read the story. Yes. Now here's the story. Um, because she spoke once again with the father of her children, a single mother of three was humiliated and kicked out of the house along with her kids by her current partner. Now here's the conversation she had with her husband. The morning, and he was very angry. Now the man says, "How many times have I told you not to talk to the father of your children? This morning I caught you again. This is the third time. When I met you, you already had three children. I accepted them. I raised them. I gave them my love. I loved you. But what I ask you to do, you don't respect it. Don't I take good care of you?" And then the woman answers, "He only wanted to know how his children are doing." And the man says, "I told you to cut all contact with him. If he wants news about the children, he should go through me. That's the rule I set. But you refuse to respect it. A woman who respects her husband does what he asks. But that's not the case with you. I've had enough." And the woman goes, "Oh, please forgive me. I won't do it again. Please." And the man answers, "No, it's the third time. The first time, I let it go. The second time, I forgave you. But this is the third. Do you know why I'm recording this?" Because it was recording. "That's because I want people to understand that there are men who accept women with kids and love them fully, but some women don't respect what is asked of them. That's why." And she retorted, "But he only asked how his children are doing." And the man says, "No, I've given enough. You don't respect me. Tomorrow morning, pack your children and leave my house. It ends here. It was good while it lasted." And she says, "Just because of this?" And he goes on to say, "Yes, it's over." Now, do you think he's right to expose her and throw her out for something like that? Yes, she should have respected his request. I know. But, let us look at this level of humiliation, as if marrying a single mother is doing her a favor. Now, that's the story. What do you make of it? And if you remember the things I've said so far, respect is not ownership. Respect needs reason, not just rules. And you gotta have acceptance without humiliation. Now, let us look at the issue of consequences matching the offense. He threw her and her kids out of the house over a phone call, a 2-minute conversation that had nothing romantic or inappropriate in it. Think about that. A man who can throw a woman and three children out over something like that. Now, it seems that the man has been waiting to throw her out. He already made the decision in his mind. That so called disrespect was just the excuse. People don't just destroy families overnight, they destroy them little by little inside their minds long before the action shows. And that recording he made, it wasn't for evidence, it was for humiliation, it was for validation, it was for clout. Now, I ask the question, who defines respect? Respect in a relationship should be a discussion, not a decree. Two adults must sit down and say, "This is what makes me feel valued. This is what makes me feel safe. This is what I can live with. This is what I cannot live with." Now, if one person is dictating the rules alone, that's not respect. That is control. And if you're in a relationship where your voice does not count, don't call it love. Call it what it is: fear, dependency, submission disguised as peace. A partner who feels secure never fears children's connections. If you're a confident man, you won't be afraid of your woman talking to the father of her children. And a confident woman, on the other hand, is not afraid of a man talking to the mother of his children, because